Hello everyone, welcome back to Syberia. I have the feeling that we have missed something in the library. We found a book, one book, but there's nothing there. We talked to that dude over there. We talked to the rectors. That's how they're called, right? And I have the feeling that there is something still here in the library. Because there were so many things. Alright, let's see if we can actually find something else here in the middle. There's a man sitting there. Wait, what is this? Another Amazon book. Memories of an expedition. Amazon is the first. I already spoke to you guys. I already told you guys that Amazon is a previous game by the same developer. I also own it. I'm gonna play it eventually. All right. The the red Amazon cuckoo. This subspecies of the common cuckoo is endemic in the Amazon forests. Is one of the region's most brightly colored species. These are the birds that are in the station. Habitat of food. The red cuckoo inhabits the more isolated and dense areas of the Amazon forest. It is reliant on the thick upper foliage of the rainforest to live its lonely existence. The explorer may nevertheless have an excellent view of the bird when the animal ventures to lower branches in search for forest Sauvignon grapes. The wild vines provide the bird with the majority of its food. The cuckoo is particularly partial to its juicy fruit. The red cuckoo may sometimes gorge itself on this fruit to the point of drunkenness, rendering it an easy prey for any jungle predator. Eat and be eaten, such is the implacable law of nature. Alright, so they like grapes. I don't really care about the reproduction. Oh my god. Love for the grape could sadly prove fatal for the species in the medium term. Interesting. So, they really want those grapes. Today it's very rare to find a forest Sauvignon grape in the wild. The species has been decimated by a terrible equatorial phylloxera epidemic. Words! However, in Europe, successful cultivation of the plant is the pride of the Barokstad University Botany Collection. Wait a minute. And it's largely contributed to the survival of the species around the world. They have them here? What was that note? Sauvignon. We have another option. Alright, let's talk to the doctor, I guess. Let's see if we can talk to him about the Sauvignon grapes. You. Yes, you. Stand still, laddie.
Do excuse me, Professor. Professor, sorry to disturb you again.
What is it you want to know, miss?
Grapes.
If I were to say Forest Sauvignon to you, what would you say?
Oh, let's see. Sauvignon. Sauvignon? I would say it's some kind of tropical shrub, don't you think?
We are talking about the same plant, then. It is a very rare shrub with small, juicy fruits. I found a book about the Amazon, and it says that there are even Sauvignon plants growing right here in Barokstad. You wouldn't know where, would you?
Amazon Sauvignon plants here? No. No, I don't think there are any. Highly implausible. But you should ask the station master. He is keeper of the greenhouse at our university, so he could tell you more than me.
Oh, Thanks very much.
All right, so station
I'll leave
master
you in
then.
peace. I hope I haven't disturbed you too much.
You
Sorry?
haven't?
No, not at all, my dear child.
All right, let's head to the station master. So we have to go outside again. I also want to ask the question to the rectors, but since he's guiding us towards the station master, let's go and figure that out first. I'm not going to talk to you. The only thing you want to do is get in my panties. Oh, phone call.
Hello?
So, you got him then, this air?
Ah, it's you, Mr. Marson. Good day, and how are you, sir?
I'll feel a whole lot better when this whole business is over and the sales contract is signed. Where the hell are you?
I'm in Barkstadt.
What? What in God's name are you doing there?
It's a magnificent university town. It would appear Hans Vorarlberg once passed by here several years ago.
So if he isn't there anymore, then there's no point hanging around.
I hear what you're saying, sir, but I have good reason to believe that Hans Vorarlberg is still alive. For the time being, I'm trying to gather extra information from people who have known him.
What's your next destination?
I'm not exactly sure yet.
Doesn't sound like you know too much, Kate.
I just need a bit of time, Mr. Marson.
Yeah, well, time is what you ain't got. Keep me posted.
Jeez. Come on, man. I'm trying my best. And that's all I can do. All right. Station master. You reside in the station. I love this view so much. This one is okay, but the one with the mammoths on both sides, it's amazing. All right, so he was at the other side on the little beach, if I recall correctly. That side. No, it wasn't that side. It was this side. This is where the ladder is with the cuckoos underneath. So it should be here. And I'm sorry, and I say beach, but obviously it's not a beach. Yeah, those were where the crates were. Well, it is a beach, isn't it?
I'm sorry to disturb you.
What can I do for you, miss?
Sauvignon?
Where might I find some forest Sauvignon plants, please?
No place round here, that's for sure. I don't know what you're talking about. That stuff's from the Amazon.
You know, for someone who knows nothing about the plant, you seem pretty well informed about which mysterious faraway country it comes from.
Oh, Amazon, Peru, Papua New Guinea, it's all the same to me. Gotta go. Gotta work.
I don't buy.
Wait, don't go. You know what? I don't think he was being totally straight with me.
Yeah. I have the same feeling. Okay. So where did you go? Are you still near? Or should I go to the rector? You know what? Let's go back to the university. Maybe talk to the... Oh, there you are.
Excuse me, station master, but I need you again.
Can't you see I am very, very busy?
You're not.
No.
Well, I am. Very busy indeed. But, okay, I think I can give you a minute of my time.
I'm looking for a kind of little juicy berry. You don't know where I could find some?
Look, lady, the station doesn't have any Sauvignon berries, not even forest Sauvignon.
Funny you should mention it. That's exactly what I was looking for. Forest Sauvignon.
Sauvignon, raspberries, red currants, they're all the same to me. And we don't grow none of them here.
But you see, I have just read a very interesting book which says that the rare Sauvignon berry is actually cultivated here, in the famous Barkstadt University aviary itself.
Well, if it's in a book, then don't believe everything you read, miss.
I don't know why, But I don't think you're telling me the truth.
What do you mean? I don't know. How should I know where to find your stupid grave? Go ask your Professor, what's-his-name, Pons, the paleontologist.
But you're the master of this station, so you should know better than anyone.
Nobody tells me anything. I don't know. Go see the old guy with the fossils.
All right.
I won't disturb you any longer, Mr. Station Master.
Welcome to Barrockstadt, miss.
Yeah, thanks. Let's go back to the professor then. Since he is pointing us back to the professor, what's his name? Pons, the one with fossils. I'm quite curious to see what this leads to, but we're on to something. I love this view. Keep on saying it. It's so good. It's so beautiful. And we also need to fix that. But I don't have a lead for this yet. So I kind of want to figure out what to do with the berries. And I get rid of those cuckoos, I guess. I think that's what we need to do. Well, we're back in. Professor. Professor.
Do excuse me, Professor. Professor,
Yeah, what is it? Berries.
you wouldn't know where the forest Sauvignon plants are kept in Barrockstadt, would you?
Why do you think there are Sauvignon plants here?
I read about it in a book at the library.
Try going to see the station master. If such a shrub exists, he will have a better idea than anyone.
It's actually he who sent me to you. I thought it a little strange, but he definitely said ask the paleontologist. You're the only one here, aren't you?
Yes, yes indeed. What a strange way to behave. Well, I think he must have made a mistake, that's all. Nobody tells me anything here. Maybe you should ask the rectors. After all, they are in charge of the university.
All right, thanks.
I see.
I'll leave you in peace. I hope I haven't disturbed you too much.
So
Sorry? No, not at all, my dear child.
that's how we're going to play it. The rectors it is then. My voice. It's not really the voice. It's my breathing. I still have this itch at the top of my lungs. Basically, it's my you call it esophagus, the air pipe. It's not even the lungs, but the air pipe is itching, and I cannot cough it up. It's so bad. All right, let's speak to you guys again.
Gentlemen, forgive me for disturbing you again, but I have a little problem.
A little problem, a little problem. Everyone has little problems now, you know.
They are kept to oneself, and they don't stop the world from turning.
Nor trains from leaving stations.
Yeah. I'm on it. I want this.
Are you sure there are no Amazon Sauvignon plants in Barrockstadt? Because I have just interviewed the station master and the paleontologist, and what they said really didn't convince me that there wasn't any here.
We are quite definite on this point. There are no Sauvignon plants growing in Barrockstadt.
You see, miss, the Amazon forest Sauvignon is a rare shrub that requires very special conditions for growth.
That's right. Conditions that are very hard to reproduce, believe you me.
Difficult, but not impossible. Fortunately, our garden has proved very successful.
Haha.
Your garden? So, there is a garden in Barrockstadt?
Oh, the garden. Well, if there was one, it would be only a little garden hidden behind the station. But our station master would be very proud of it.
He would take very good care of it, too. Everything would grow marvelously if we were able to cultivate it at all, and it would be all down to his gardening prowess.
And we would be proud as punch. And we wouldn't forget the role the paleontologist might play in this.
What's the paleontologist got to do with it all?
Without him and without his laboratory, how would we make the wine, do you think?
And it would be good wine indeed, my dear colleagues, would it not?
Oh, yes, a delightful balm to soothe away our long hours of toil and our heavy responsibilities.
We would wait impatiently every year for the arrival of the year's produce.
So, if I have understood you correctly, there are indeed Sauvignon plants in Barokstadt. They are cultivated in a garden behind the station, then turned into wine by the paleontologist's loving care, and finally, the pleasure of tasting is yours. If I'm not very much mistaken, gentlemen, you have a minor racket operating here.
Miss, you do go jumping to some hasty conclusions.
We never said that. That's not what we said at all.
We were talking in the conditional. You know, with ifs and woulds.
So, what would happen if I had such a hunch?
You would have to keep it to yourself, of course.
Yes, if you would be so kind as to keep it a secret. It would only be a small local concern, producing barely a few bottles every year.
That's right. Nothing so grandiose as a business. Otherwise, we'd be liable to be fined. So we can count on your discretion, can't we?
Don't worry, I have no intention at all of getting messed up in anything.
No, but I do want the berries. So
Here we are, busy chatting, and look at the clock. It's tea time.
it is tea time.
Already? My word, doesn't time fly by?
Thank you for a charming visit, miss.
And thank you, gentlemen.
Yes, for all the information you've given me, and I'm back on my way to, I think, the professor. I was about to say the station master, but let's go to the professor first, since we're here. And he's right over there. Let's see if he changes his mind now. Maybe he can help us, because he is making the wine. All right. Hello, Professor.
Do excuse me, Professor.
Yeah.
Professor?
Yeah.
What is it you
Yes,
want?
I know. There.
I have just had a very interesting little discussion with the rectors. It seems that you are perfectly aware of the existence of Sauvignon plants here in Barokstadt. Apparently, you find them very tasty.
Not at all. I never drink wine. I prefer to make it. Production to me is much more satisfying.
So you don't deny.
Why, seeing as the rectors have let you into our little secret, I even converted part of the laboratory into a fermenting room for Amazon Sauvignon wine production. Of course, I cannot produce wine in large quantities. We have to be discreet, after all.
And what about your students? Haven't they noticed anything?
Oh, you know how students are. After all, a chemical reaction is still a chemical reaction, even when grapes are involved. And malolactic fermentation takes time. Sometimes strange odors begin to waft through the corridors. Then I just burn a little sulfur.
Incredible. Totally incredible. You are really something, Professor Pons. Really something.
I'm not sure whether I should take that as a compliment.
I'm not sure either, but can you do something about it then? Because I need your help.
What would you say about seeing Hans Varlberg again? After all, you could come with me and help me find him.
Young lady, you are very kind. I'm far too old for such escapades.
All right.
My train stopped in a peculiar aviary. It's very odd. A lot of bird species seem to seek harbor there.
Ornithology is far from being my favorite subject, but I must concede that the station is the...
Yeah, we already
I have...
Amazon?
I'm
already
sorry.
you
heard
very
about
much.
this.
I'll leave you in peace. I hope I haven't disturbed you too much.
Sorry? No, not at all, my dear child.
All right, so you have... is there anything with this door, or is it still locked?
No point.
Yeah, that is locked. And the other door, that's probably also still locked? This one?
No point.
Yeah, okay, so let's head to the station master. Maybe he, I don't know what I want to say. Maybe he can help us now? Well, we can at least listen to him to hear what he has to say. But this whole thing to get the berries, it's moving from A to B to C to B to A again. I love this view. I gotta say it every time we see it. I really do. It's so beautiful. Hey, broski, I got a question about some berries. I still haven't found my berries. Even though we were talking about grapes.
Excuse me, Station Master, but I need you again.
Yeah, will you help us now?
Can't you see I am very, very busy?
You're not busy, come on.
You have been playing with me, haven't you? You knew very well there were forest Sauvignon berries in the station garden.
No, not at all. I've never seen your Sauvignon things.
You don't have to lie to me. I know all about it. You and the rectors are in cahoots, and the professor's lab has been turned into a distillery. You've all got a nice little smuggling racket on the side.
Smuggling racket? Hey, lady, you're going a bit far there. It's just a little on-the-side thing we got going, that's all. It's just for ourselves. Hey, honest.
You should be ashamed of yourselves. Aren't you worried about the reputation of this fine university? The authorities should be informed of this.
But we haven't done anything wrong. It's not a crime.
Can you open the gate to the garden, please?
Sure. No problemo. Right away, miss.
Uh-huh. Hey, progress. Also, something that just occurred to me again is that Professor Pons, he said something about that mammoth doll, right? That little statue, which we have in the train. So I kind of want to show it to him. If we can pick it up. I don't know if we can pick it up, but he was talking about it, and we responded with something that we recognize it. So let's see if we can. Hey there, Mr. I forgot your name. Let's see if we can actually. There, this one. Pick it up. We can pick it up. Great. So we're going to show that to Professor Pons, but first we are going to the garden and get some berries. Do we? So I don't have to cross the bridge. Stinky cuckoos. I'm gonna give you some berries. Don't you worry. You're gonna get food. Alright, all the way over here. We're making progress. I'm still surprised that we haven't been really stuck. Thanks.
There you are. Please feel free to visit the garden at your leisure. And there was just one thing. I'm not a liar. Not really. Just mum's the word. There is a reputation in the university to think about, and I have superiors, and I have to do what I can.
I understand. Don't you worry.
Oh, thank you, miss.
Yeah, I don't want to get you into any trouble. I just want the berries. That's all. So, thanks for your help. Really appreciate it. Let's go outside, see if we can get some berries. Bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, we are outside. I thought it was just another building area of the station. But no, we're outside. Those are the bushes? Alright, so we got the berries. All of that for just 3 berries? Well, let's hand them to the cuckoos. See if they can actually get drunk. According to the book, they get drunk, so... We need to put that theory into practice, don't we? And that's what science is all about. Putting theory into practice. And over there. Run, Kate. I know you can do it. Over here. Right. Berries. Give it to the birds. Heh, idiots. There you go. Now I can climb up the ladder and see what's up there. Nice. So what is up here? I wonder. I hope it's not a... I don't know. It looks like a small area. Just hope it's not a complete, massive, big-ass area. Another ladder. Oh, it is a big area. What is that? Oh, this is the mechanical bird. With eggs.
Impossible to reach it.
What do you mean impossible to reach it? We got a hook. Oh, we have to use the hook on something else? Well, okay. We have learned we can't do anything here yet. So I'm gonna return to the professor and hand him over or show him the mammoth then, I guess.